If you want to play Volibear with the new Sunfire Cape and Deadman's Plate, you want to be tanky, armor, and so on and so forth, you just go like this, you know, and you got 1 or 2 attack. The Sunfire Cape will do this 60 damage extra and a Nova and stuff. But if you want to do the same thing with really, you know, maybe a little bit more damage, I think, you go Ravenous Hydra and Static Shivs. Static Shiv, and then, you know, you're squishier. But I think you can one-shot someone. You can get a pick. A little bit easier. The DPS is a lot stronger. It's 30% more damage. You know. And you can still go tanky. Oh, you can go, what's the other one? Titanic. It's even more. DPS 1264. I didn't even ignite. It's even more. So you can go a little bit, you can go Titanic for the house and stuff. And you can go Static Shiv. I love Static Shiv because Static Shiv, the thing is, alright, let's do this. Static Shiv. You know, your Static Shiv with your Thunder Claws, you know, they synergize, they synergize, they synergize. Okay. So that did about DPS. So if you go instead Sunfire Cape with Deadman's Plate and your... Did I charge the Static Shift that time? The DPS is a lot less. That DPS is below 200. Let's do again Ravenous Hydra. Ravenous Hydra, or even, Titanic. I'd go Ravenous, but you want to go Titanic. Go Titanic, man, it's not my problem. Let's charge Static Shiv. I'm gonna alt. Hey, the DPS is 300 now. If you go Ravenous, with a bite, you're up to 400 DPS. That's a lot of damage in a really short while. Plus you ignite, they don't heal back. You know, and if your W is already charged, if your frenzy is charged already, you can just do the combo and bite them, you know. And plus, if you go Aftershock, you don't really need, you know, to buy that much HP, you know. So that's my suggestion for Volibear build. If you want AoE damage, I think that would be better than Sunfire Cape. You just go Ravenous Hydra and Static Shiv. Volibear is very AoE damage. You know what? Get the 4 items. Get the 4 items if you're rich. If you're rich, get the Sunfire Cape. What else does AoE damage? You can get the Thorn Mail even. Deadman's Plate. What else is AoE damage? You can get your Titanic Hydra, I guess, on top of it. What else is AoE damage in this game? Stack the AoE damage, man. It's OP, man. And you know what? If you match a Blade of the Rune King with it, it would be nuts. Would be nuts. Don't even have the boots. You know, if you want some a bit of sustain, you get the tabbies and you go, hey, what are you doing over there? Come here, man. The DPS is the same. How is it the same? Because I don't have any armor pen. $500. It's almost the same. The Sunfire Cape doesn't do anything. Barely does anything. Barely. Because the Ravenous Hydra keeps doing the damage, you know. And the Static Shiv will keep cranking up. Sunfire Cape, the bonus damage, the Nova from a stun, you know, once every 12 seconds. If you want to do AoE damage, so that's 269 DPS. You know, I can just remove this and I'll wait till the ult runs out. 300, 298, 279. Damage is better without the Sunfire Cape. How is that possible? Makes no sense to me. This game is fucked up. $220. How is the damage less? How is the DPS less? How is the DPS less? This time I ignite. Is that it? Is that the ignite the difference? 350. Guess the difference was the ignite. See, the thing is, if you have a Static Shiv, you can get a crit too. So you get a crit because when they're airborne, the Majestic Roar crits, but you also get a crit from the Static Shiv. So basically, the Sunfire Cape barely does any difference in this, you know. You know, if you buy Dead Man's Plate and Sunfire Cape, or if you buy HP, what is it, you know, Sterax. I'll try Sterax. Crank the Sunfire Cape. I ignite, then I bite. The attack speed is much slower. You got no crit, and the Sterax is not gonna activate. The DPS is less. So my conclusion is go Ravenous Hydra or Titanic Hydra and Static Shiv if you want to do AoE damage with this champion, with this character. Titanic, Static Shiv, and Bork. If you try Bork, well, that's versus a target that has like, well, I wish we could adjust the armor because this has 100 armor and 100 magic resistance. You know. Check the DP. That's Bork. If you have any target, any tanks on the other team, Blade of the Ruined King will add 350 DPS. It's nuts, and it works on a Drake.